Hi Ian. I just got done watching a few of your videos, and this language one really caught my attention. I'm very interested in languages. I'm interested in the way that people communicate with each other on an everyday basis and on an international basis. And it's true, I believe language is one of the biggest problems in the world today, the language barriers. There's no way for science and technology to advance. There's no way for these huge global issues to be solved with this language barrier lingering. And so something does need to be done about it. I don't know that a global language would be the right solution for this, mainly because people are too proud. They wouldn't want, they'd be too proud to abandon their heritage, too proud to abandon their culture, all for the sake of global communication. To have one language, especially a natural language that's already spoken by a certain group of people, take over and be the only language spoken, I just don't see that happening at any time. There is another solution though. Perhaps a second language that is learned, a second auxiliary language, not to replace anybody's language, just as an added language to help when the help is needed. And this has been done in some senses. There's been, attempts to have languages created in order to help break down language barriers. Esperanto probably being the most used and the most useful, and still being used today. In fact, I speak Esperanto, and I speak it on a daily basis with people all around the world. It has broken down language barriers for me. One important thing about languages is how one might feel when they're speaking to somebody else. Having to speak to somebody in their language that's not your own, you may feel inferior, you may feel they're better than you just because it's not yours. A language like Esperanto, for example, brings you and the speaker on the same level, because both had to learn it separately other than their national language. So right away you have that level of understanding. Nobody's inferior to the other. The language would have to be easy to learn, and it can't be culturally biased in order for people to actually want to learn it. People might say, oh, we can't speak a language that's created by somebody. That's just ridiculous. And I would say to those people that people do this every day. When people are using sign language, all forms of sign language, they were created by a person or a group of people, and it's very active, and it's a real possibility, and nobody looks on sign language as a fake language, even though it was created. So I don't think that's a real issue. Some people may try to argue that, but it doesn't make any sense. I know for me, Esperanto is a solution. I don't know that's the solution, but it is a solution for me, and it does work. Perhaps we can come up with something that's like Esperanto that everybody will be able to learn and use, and it could help in breaking down these language barriers and solve all sorts of problems. Yeah, I think I'm beginning to rant now, but that's just some thoughts I had on global language, what might and might not work.